Hello, everybody. Anthony Aniano here from RotoBaller Radio and RotoBaller.com with the next episode in the RotoBaller Radio Fantasy Football Preview Series. Excited to be here today as we take a look at some late-round sleeper running backs for your 2023 Fantasy Football Draft. And folks, don't forget, head over to RotoBaller.com right now. Check out everything we have there, the main page, the premium package. Take advantage of that great content just by signing up using the promotional code ACES. Save yourself a little bit of money at checkout. Draft kit includes rankings, lineup optimizers, team sync tools, you name it. RotoBaller.com has you covered. Just use that promo code ACES and save at checkout. Don't forget, also like and subscribe right here to the RotoBaller YouTube channel. Download the RotoBaller app. It's free. Covers all the sports that RotoBaller covers, premium and regular content as well, sports betting, DFS, you name it. RotoBaller.com and the RotoBaller app has you covered. And speaking of the upcoming fantasy football season and NFL season, I want to take a second to tell you about our good friends at the NFFC, the home of season-long fantasy football. It's been 14 years since the FFPC filled their first league, and they've grown to be one of the world's largest league commissioners. Not a single FFPC league has ever folded, and leagues are forming right now. FFPC has plenty of great slow draft and live draft formats, including best ball drafts starting at $35. Best of all, every RotoBaller listener and viewer will get $25 off their first FFPC contest. Go to rotoballer.com/FFPC to take advantage of this offer. Don't miss out on the FFPC experience, the home of season-long fantasy football. Guys, I'm in a bunch of FFPC contests, myffpc.com. I'm in some lower levels, some $35 Superflex leagues. Some be signing up for some bigger Superflex leagues. I love the Superflex format in the FFPC. That is my go-to on that site. So make sure you take advantage. Check it out. Tons of great content. If you want to do best ball, whatever it is, FFPC, the place to be. All right. Hopefully you've already checked out the other videos here on RotoBaller's YouTube channel, including my own mid-round sleeper quarterbacks, late-round sleeper quarterbacks, and the mid-round sleeper running back video. Today what I want to talk about, though, is late-round sleeper running backs. Running backs going after around 11, round 12, whatever it may be. And I got three names for you to be mindful of. Guys you're drafting late, probably starting the season on your bench. You're going to hold on to them and then see as the season plays out as their role potentially could increase. And the first Met player I wanted to mention, Devon Achane of the Miami Dolphins. Third-round pick out of Texas A&M. And with at the time of this recording, Dalvin Cook's rumored favorite location being the Jets, still hasn't signed at the time of this recording. Miami kind of fading out. Miami coming out and seeing the running back as a, quote, luxury, okay? That means the Miami Dolphins are starting the season in the backfield with a combination of Raheem Mostert and Jeff Wilson, who are also going very late in drafts, and that's fine. We know what Raheem Mostert is. We know what Jeff Wilson is. Good running backs, not great running backs. The reality is also very injury-prone. The Miami Dolphins took a third-round pick on Achane. Achane had the fastest 40 time of any running back in the combine, a 4.32. A complete and total burner. On a team loaded with speed. You understand what Miami's focus is. Speed, speed, speed. When you have Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, okay, now you're adding a third burner to that team. It will not take much. And because of the injury histories of Mostert and Wilson, could come very quickly, where Achane is the RB1 on what will then become, arguably, the fastest offense in the NFL. His current ADP has him going as pick 124.41. That is the third pick of the 11th round. Running back 42. So he's in the RB4 category. I took him in my latest FFPC. Actually took him, and about 2 or 3 rounds later was still able to get Raheem Mostert. So, okay, fine. Give me Mostert as the starting running back of the Miami Dolphins as my fifth running back. And then Achane as my fourth, who I took a few rounds earlier. That's a slam dunk for me. Okay, last season at Texas A&M, he averaged 5.6 yards per carry, 196 carries, just over 1,100 yards. was involved in the passing game, has the ability to catch the ball, does A-Chain, with 36 receptions last year and 196 receiving yards. A total of 11 touchdowns, 8 on the ground, 3 through the air. But why do I like A-Chain? A, I love the opportunity. Mostert and Wilson have to stay healthy, which they've never done. And B, can't teach speed. Not at that level. Not 4.32. Okay? 4.32 40. Sign me up. Miami wants fast. They got fast. Tua Tagovailoa is surrounded by fast whenever A-Chain is on the field. Number 2, Elijah Mitchell of the San Francisco 49ers. Overall pick 132.51. 7th pick of the 11th round. Running back 43. Folks, if Christian McCaffrey was not in San Francisco, Elijah Mitchell would be drafted within the top 20 running backs. Christian McCaffrey, if he gets hurt, Elijah Mitchell will be at the least a running back 2, potentially a running back 1, depending on whoever the 49ers are playing that week. Okay? The 49ers understand what they have in Eli Mitchell. They will figure out a way to use Eli Mitchell on the field with Christian McCaffrey potentially in the slot at times. Eli Mitchell last season only played 5 games. Only had 1 start, 5 games, was injured. Okay, missed 12 games. And that's been Eli Mitchell's situation for 2 years in the league. His rookie year, I think he only played 10 or 11 games. Last season, he only played 5. In those 5 games, rushed for 279 yards on 45 carries. That is an astounding 6.2 yards per carry. Sign me up. He is a must draft for anybody who drafts Christian McCaffrey. That's not even up for debate. The reality is, in the FSGA draft I'm in, I drafted Christian McCaffrey at pick 1.3. Eli Mitchell's ADP is at 11. I took Eli Mitchell in round 9. I was not going into the season without Eli Mitchell there in case something were to happen to McCaffrey. Okay, as a rookie in 2021, Eli Mitchell ran for 963 yards, which was 4.7 yards per attempt, and averaged 87.5 yards per game. Something happens to McCaffrey, Eli Mitchell, like I said, is an immediate RB2 the rest of the way. And even if it doesn't, Eli Mitchell useful as a flex. And you want Eli Mitchell on your team. He is a must draft if you draft Christian McCaffrey. And the reality is you will have to take him earlier than his 11th round ADP. And my third and final late round sleeper running back, New Orleans Saints rookie Kendre Miller. Okay, current ADP has him going as pick 146.93. That's 9th pick of the 12th round, running back 47. Rookie 3rd round pick out of TCU. Now, not the fastest running back. His last recorded 40 time was a 4.58. Not the burner that Devon A-Chain is. Okay, however, last season at the collegiate level for TCU, averaged 6.2 yards per carry, just under 1,400 yards on 224 carries, and an unbelievable 17 rushing touchdowns. Not a factor in the TCU passing game, only 16 receptions last year. But we know the Saints running back room is right now a bit of a cloudy mess, with the suspension of Alvin Kamara still undecided at the time of this recording. I love Jamal Williams. I mentioned him as the mid-round sleeper running back. But let's acknowledge one thing. When the Saints brought in Jamal Williams, their plan was to utilize Alvin Kamara and Jamal Williams. Both of them were going to be useful. Now, if Alvin Kamara misses a significant amount of time, Jamal Williams elevates, but so does the rookie who they took in the 3rd round. They didn't take a 3rd round rookie running back to have him do nothing. Both of those running backs elevate. Now, whether Kendre Miller is involved from day one, whether Kendre Miller's role fades potentially when Alvin Kamara comes back, we will have to wait and see. But at the end of the 12th round, the early 13th round, Kendre Miller is worth a flyer on a team that is planning on leaning on at least 2 running backs, which 2 they are. We'll find out how long and what happens with Alvin Kamara's suspension. But Kendre Miller, 2 running backs now on that team with a nose for the end zone. Kendre Miller, Jamal Williams should be interesting. Worth a flyer to find out what his role is at the end of round 12. So, to recap, my 3 late round sleeper running backs for 2023. Number 1, Devon A-Chain, Miami Dolphins. Number 2, Eli Mitchell, San Francisco 49ers. And number 3, Kendre Miller, running back, New Orleans Saints. Folks, don't forget what I told you at the start. Head over to RotoBaller.com. Check out all that great content. Sign up at RotoBaller.com/FFPC and get $25 off your first FFPC contest. Follow me on Twitter at Aniano Fantasy. Use that promo code ACES for the premium package, and we will see you next time right here on RotoBaller Radio.